Hey, Jason.
Hey, Todd. How's
Good
it
to
going?
see you. Good, good.
Great to be here.
Thank you very much. Well, it's nice to talk to you. Recently, we started the educational platform, We Love Open Source. A lot of people in our community have probably heard of it. They've seen content, they've seen videos, maybe they've read a blog post. You're sort of the person behind it. I know we've collaborated for quite some time about it, and we've now had it up and running for maybe 5 or 6 months, somewhere thereabouts.
Yep.
Why don't you explain kind of what thought process was behind the platform, why we did it, and what people can, get from it. What is the value proposition with We Love Open Source?
Certainly. Well, I think the first thing to start off with is that the community has been asking for this for a number of years, and we're finally able to bring an educational resource in the form of blogs and how-tos and tutorials to the All Things Open community. More importantly, it's by the All Things community. So the majority of the contributions are coming from our network of speakers, our network of contributors, and very little of the content is actually coming from the ATO team. We're sourcing that content from the community, whether that's based off a talk they've had, an experience they had, or maybe even I tried this tool and here's what I found out and I wanted to share it with the world.
Yeah. What are you looking for? So there are two sides to this, right? There is the consumption side, right? You're going to the platform to learn something, it's a how-to, it's a tutorial, it's just to get some general information. But there's also the contribution side, right? So from the contribution side, I know that you're looking for contributions and we're always looking for content. What exactly are you looking for? Are there any preferences, any priorities, any things that you would really like to see?
Yeah, well, I will say that the content that's performing well now is a little bit more of the technical side. So some of the how-tos, what is insert technology, what is an LLM would be a great article on both sides of it, from a contributor side and from an educational side. Tutorials, how do I do X, Y, and Z? Particularly, I got to step 5 and this is what I experienced and this is how I got this is the workaround, so to speak. And then we're starting to entertain cheat sheets and downloads of just a one-pager, a reference guide, those type of things. And so really, we're open to ideas from the community and the things that they're working on, but more importantly, the things that they're passionate about.
Yeah, gotcha. Sounds great. I know, we've had a number of contributions up to this point, and obviously we're looking for more. So good. What does the future look like? I mean, it's been up for 5 or 6 months. The number of contributions are increasing. The viewership, the number of people going to the site is increasing. Any plans for the future? Any thoughts about what this looks like going forward?
Yeah, well, Todd, I have a little bit of experience in doing this, and I'd say the biggest thing is growth. I think what we're going to experience is growth. Mm-hmm. We are looking to publish, as much as we can on a regular basis. We are looking to expand the topics. I'd like to get to a point where we have a writer community that we can have more than a one-way conversation with. And so we're getting there. We're on the crawl, walk, run model. We're still crawling right now, and we're crawling with much success. We're at the point now where, if you're a parent, the child is crawling and they are fast. They're everywhere. That's where we're at. We're going fast crawling and we're learning how to use our legs and learn how to walk. And it's a really interesting phase to be in with We Love Open Source because some people haven't heard about us yet and they find out and they get super excited and they want to contribute. And then we have some long-term contributors that have just been helping us along the way and they find value in the platform that they can express their knowledge in open source. And really a lot of it comes down to just sharing what they've learned. We've got authors like Jim Hall who have been with us since day one and is an educator and a maintainer, and he gets it and he finds value in the platform because he can share the things that he's learned and actually point his students to contribute and share what they've learned as well, as an example.
Where do people find it? and how do they contribute? Because, you know, we always like to sort of end on how does someone actually get involved? How does someone actually engage?
Right. If you go to allthingsopen.org, you should see We Love Open Source prominently featured there at the top. If you click on the banner, you'll see the list of articles that we have published. You'll also see a link to a web form that you can submit your proposal to. Right now, that comes to me, and I review it. And we've got some really, really great topics that have come in. One that is of interest is, you know, a lot of stuff around artificial intelligence, whether that's on the design side, which is something that's in the works, or, you know, something on the technical side, tutorials, how-tos, and basically educational stuff that if you've learned something and want to share it, we have a platform that you can do that with.
Someone has a question, who do they contact? Email address?
That's jason@allthingsopen.org.
I love it.
Pretty simple.
I love it. You've done a great job.
I'm happy to help.
It's been amazing to watch the growth, see something sort of spun up and started really from scratch.
Yeah.
In just 5 or 6 months. So I'm very excited about the future.
Well, I look forward to seeing more contributions coming in and more proposals, and I'm happy to work with people to get that through our editorial process and get everything up and running, and really look forward to working with new authors and hear their stories and what they're passionate about. And it's just really fun to be part of this amazing open source community.
I agree. Thank you.
Thanks, Todd.